Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about how to feed your feminine energy, how to bring it to life. If you are maybe struggling with feeling like you have a lack of energy, you have a lot of going on in your head and you're because of that just not able to really connect to your feminine energy, you don't have the energy for it, you don't feel like you have the time for it, then this video is really for you. I also struggled with this a lot, but the things I'm going to talk about in this video really helped me to get out of that state. First of all, feed yourself nourishing foods. Make sure that you get all the right vitamins in that you need. Make sure that you get the right nutrients in and eat things that actually give you energy. A lot of us don't want to hear this, that we need to focus on our health and the things that we eat, but it is very essential for us to be able in our feminine energy. We need to take care of our health. If we are going to deprive ourselves from all these things that our body needs to feel energized, if we're only going to eat fast foods and things that maybe are very enjoyable in the moment, but will make us feel very drained, make us feel very tired in the long run, we're not going to be able to connect to our feminine energy. If you actually practice eating healthier foods on a daily basis, maybe at the beginning, if you're used to more unhealthy foods, it will not taste as good. But even after a week, you will start to notice that these things will start to taste better and better, and you will get used to it more, and you will actually be able to enjoy it more. You will feel so proud of yourself for doing it. You will have far more energy, and you will just feel so much better on a daily basis. It is so worth it and so essential. Now, how do we do this? First of all, you need to learn for yourself what your body needs, because it can be different for everyone. Some people, for example, really like to eat a lot of fruit. My body, when I eat too much fruit, it doesn't go well. And also just certain fruits, I just always get stomach aches from. So you need to learn what works more for you. Maybe you go better on a plant-based diet. Maybe you need other things on your plate that work better for you. You need to find it out for yourself. But one thing I will say is that if you eat a very sugary breakfast, it is really bad for your energy. When I was little, I would always, even up till I was like, I would say 16 years old, maybe 17, I would always eat a very sugary breakfast, always bread with something sugary on it. And I would feel very tired very fast after my breakfast. But now I eat like this protein granola, protein powder with chia seeds, with almond milk. And that is so much better for my body because it has far more protein. It has way less sugar in it. And that will make sure that your energy doesn't crash as fast after a few hours and in the afternoon. So I really recommend that you start with a more savory, more protein-based breakfast instead of a very sugary breakfast. That is going to help you a lot. And then also just make sure that you get a lot of different foods in, like eat a rainbow, as they say. Eat a lot of different vegetables and fruits. Learn what works for your body. If there's something that your body can't handle, then you shouldn't eat it. Then just look for another food that has the same nutrients or vitamins. If people say that something is healthy and it just doesn't work for your body, then it doesn't work for your body, because everyone is different. And now it's not only what you eat, but also how you eat it and also how you make it. If you enjoy making your foods, if you make it this slow, enjoyable process and you eat it slow and you really focus on tasting the food and you're not watching 1,000 things while you're eating or you're doing something else, it is going to really help to connect you to your feminine energy. If you're very rushed, you're eating very crazy fast because you just need to run out of the door and go to your work or school, that is first of all going to make sure that you have way more stress. You're not going to digest the food as well because you need to chew your food way more than you think. You need to eat slow. You need to actually think about what you're eating. If you're just watching TV, you're not looking at what you're eating, your body doesn't prepare itself to actually digest the food. When you actually look at it and your body knows that's what I'm going to eat now, it starts to prepare itself for the food. So it will literally help your digestion so much. Enjoy cooking the food Enjoy eating it, eat it slow, and that will also help you to get out of that survival mode more, just doing everything slower. It helps your body a lot and it is essential for your feminine energy. And it's not just about your health, it's not just about the foods, about how you will look. It is so much also about your confidence and how you will feel. You will feel so proud of yourself because you are just feeding yourself these very good nutrients. You're taking care of your health, your confidence will grow. You will find yourself more worthy, your self-worth will grow. Don't restrict yourself. Absolutely not. But like for 80% of the time, eat healthy foods, and 20% of the time you can obviously enjoy some things that are less healthy. Don't restrict yourself. There's no problem with enjoying these things as well. But it is important that you, for the majority of the time, take very good care of your health and your body to actually feel good and energized throughout the day. I promise you, when you get used to it and you actually cook things that you also really like, but that are still healthy, you will love it. The second thing that you can do to feed your feminine energy is to start investing in yourself. I think a lot of us really tends to spend money on things that are more useless, on, for example, partying and drinking constantly, on a lot of clothes that we don't even wear, and all these random things that we think we should have because they're promoted so much on TikTok, for example. But when we are talking about buying a course to invest in our self-development, when we talk about a book or a self-care product that is a bit more expensive but is better for your health and is actually going to make you feel much better from the inside out, going to make you feel much more beautiful, then you think, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I can't spend my money on that. But those are the things that you need to invest in to get further into your life, to actually feel good about yourself. If you invest in books for yourself, invest in courses, invest in like hobbies or a gym membership, certain vitamins to grow longer hair, or certain healthy foods that are maybe a bit more expensive, you're going to feel so good. You're going to shine from the inside out. You are going to grow in life, develop yourself. And these skills will also help you to make more money. So these investments are 100% worth it. You also need to spend to make more money. That doesn't mean spend money on useless things, but actually in things that will grow you, will make you feel good. Because if you spend more money on foods that will make you feel good, on vitamins, you will also be able to perform way better throughout the day, grow yourself. Obviously think about what you're buying and if it actually is going to help you further in life. But don't be afraid to spend money on these things, because you will really not regret it. And your self-worth, your confidence, it will all grow because of it. Spend less money on things that are going to give you temporary pleasure. And actually, don't be afraid to invest in yourself. The third tip, move in a way that you love. We all need to move our body to feel good. It is essential. We will make on these happy hormones that will make us feel so good. Like after you had a run or a very good workout, don't you feel like so good and happy, and so much stress is just released out of your body? But the thing is, a lot of us think, oh, it's so hard to go exercise, it doesn't feel good. But it also doesn't need to be a certain type of thing. You don't need to run, you don't need to go to the gym, you don't need to do this certain thing. But find something that you love to do. A sport, a type of exercise that you love to do. For me, it's dancing or doing gymnastics, stretching. Have fun with it. It doesn't all need to be so hard and serious. But push yourself a bit. The more discipline you have in life, the happier you will feel, even though it's hard in the moment. It's very hard because of all the instant gratification. We're less and less able to do hard things, but it's very important for our own happiness that we actually start to do these things more. Because if we're always distracting ourselves with these easy things like scrolling on TikTok, eating unhealthy foods, we're not going to feel happy. We're actually going to feel miserable. So challenge yourself. You will feel way better after that. Learn to get used to delayed gratification again. If you have a certain goal, it is also very important to get used to delayed gratification, because things like that you don't get there in one day. If you're not able to be disciplined to enjoy the process, you won't be able to get there because you will give up way too fast. I went a bit off topic, I see. But just find something that really makes you feel good, makes you feel feminine. A very obvious one is dancing. That is my favorite as well. I have a dance class 3 times a week and it helps me so much. Like in that hour, I can just disconnect from everything else in the world, just be with myself, just focus on my body and moving in a way that I love, connecting to my femininity. Maybe it's for you gymnastics, tennis, the gym, running. I don't know, there are so many things. It can be anything. Just what works for you. But I think every woman should have a hobby where they can move in a way that makes them feel feminine. And we can become more confident in our body and more connected to ourselves, because that is just an essential for our feminine energy. I would actually recommend everyone to dance. And it doesn't have to be in a dance class, just in your room. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't really matter. Just experiment with it. Nobody is seeing you. You don't have to be ashamed for everything. Just let your body move to the music. Enjoy it. Connect to it. Feel it. It will help you to become so much more confident in it. And also when you're stressed, use the movements. Shake it off. Just randomly shake your body when you're stressed. Go dance, go run, go move it off. Like move it out of your body. It is so essential, or it will all get like stuck in your body, as they say. And the fourth thing, a more light one, that is embrace playfulness in life. Not everything has to be that serious. Not everything has to be that hard. Connect to your inner child again. It is not something weird, weak, or childish to do. It is essential to feel good, to connect to your playful energy again. You can use your playfulness for a lot of things. If you have a business, like set certain fun challenges for yourself. Work in a way, like make it a game or something. Put playfulness into your business. If you make videos, like just be playful, just be able to smile, let your light feminine energy out. In your everyday life. Like, don't be so like stuck and don't put this big wall up. Just enjoy your day, like dance through your house, sing. Let your energy flow, let it all out. Don't be afraid to be weird and to be yourself. Yes, people will always judge and look at you weird when you are yourself. But a lot of people will really respect it, really love you, and you will actually find people that connect to your humor, to the person you are, and they will really appreciate you. People will judge you anyways. You will feel the best when you can actually be yourself. Don't care about these people that are looking at you weird, and just enjoying your life with the people that are really for you, and actually being able to be free. Because being yourself is being free and happy, and will actually attract everything to you that you want. Also, if there was something when you were a child that you really loved to do, pick it back up again. It can be so much, a certain hobby, a certain movie that you love to watch, certain music, certain games, and do it again. It will feel so good to connect to that inner child of you again. It will give you so much joy. And another thing, if you're also on your self-development journey, and there are just certain character traits that you want to embody more. You want to embody a more confident version of yourself, a more social version of yourself, a more mysterious version of yourself. Play then with these identities. You don't need to be stuck in the identity that you have now. It's sometimes very uncomfortable for us to do something that doesn't fit our personality or our character, because people in our environment see us in a certain way. We see ourselves in a certain way, and we want to keep that identity like it is. But that is not how we will grow. So just in your daily life, try to play with these identities. Like today, I'm going to embody a more confident version of myself. What would she do? Do something that she would do, or a more social version of yourself. Get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe today you want to be a more mysterious version of yourself, not share everything. Listen more to the other person than talking a lot. Just play with these new identities and really find what fits you. Just be able to play with life, because it doesn't all have to be stuck the same, hard, very serious. It doesn't have to be that way. Playing will really connect you to your feminine energy. And then the last tip that I want to give is to create a moment in the morning or in the evening that is slower. Take what fits you the best, because I think that if you wake up with a lot of energy and in a good mood, like, you can go immediately to do something hard, like doing a workout or doing a bit of work already. But if you're more like me and you tend to wake up sometimes with a bit more worries on your mind, a bit more anxious, then it can be very helpful, even if it's 15 minutes, to start your morning off slower. For example, you can take your journal, you can go sit down and just write down your worries so they're already out of your mind. You can read for 15 minutes. You can just do a full body shower or whatever, just something that really makes sure that you start your morning on a slower pace, on a more relaxed pace. You don't need to rush. Make a certain breakfast that you love and do it just very slowly. There's no rush. Really take the time for this. And in the evening, this is even more important, before you go to sleep, to have these rituals. But I really think that if you tend to wake up more stressed, that a slow morning ritual can be very, very helpful and important. Because how you start your day, it determines a lot for the rest of your day often. We often really let our mornings determine the rest of our day. We shouldn't do that, but it often happens. So if you're very stressed, start it more slower, so you have more energy throughout the day and you're more calm. So that were the tips that I wanted to give you today. I can honestly talk about so much more things, but I'm surely going to do that in another video. I thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you learned something from this, that you enjoyed the video, and that it will help you in your life. If you love this topic, feminine energy, confidence, self-development, you can subscribe to my channel, because I weekly make a video about this. And I will see you in the next video.